Okay, what's up, everybody? Jefferson Santos's here, seven-figure entrepreneur, best-selling author, and you're here on this VIP webinar with us, and we appreciate that because it's definitely an unprecedented time in history. We've never experienced anything like this, at least in our lifetime, right? And there's a picture of a really nice place in the world there, the Maldives. And I think a lot of us would probably love to be at a place like that versus cooped up at home. Maybe it is great to be home. I don't know. But what I want to do here, everyone, is I want to ask you a question. What does my life going to look like after the next 90 days? Have you thought about that? Because this is going to pass. We don't know exactly when. It could be 90 days or so, but what's going to happen? Now, three things are going to happen to our life. Either things are going to stay the same, things are going to get worse, or things are going to get better. Can they actually get better? Yes, they can. But here's the thing. If you don't do anything right now, it's going to get worse. If you don't continue with your habits or, switch to good habits or whatever, things are just, gravity pulls things down, so to speak, right? With everything moves to chaos. But you got to work hard just to maintain things for them to be the same. But for things to get better, we got to do something different. I want to ask you this. Are you open? Are you open to doing something different right now? Your friend invited you here on this webinar just to have you take a look. Listen, you're not obligated to anything. We're just glad and honor you for taking a few minutes out here because, yeah, you're stuck at home, but there's other things you could be doing, right? But you're here with us. But are you open? Are you open to making some extra money above and beyond what you're currently doing? And you might be asking yourself, okay. How do I earn money from home? How do I earn money from home right now? And my friends are in the same situation. So how do I help my friends earn money from home right now? How do I do that? Well, like I said, my name is Jefferson Santos. This is my wife, Megan, our two little boys. And a quick backstory on us is grew up in Dallas, Texas. My mother had 3 jobs raising my sister and I, and we just really didn't have a lot. But as I grew up, I wanted to become an entrepreneur. But here's the thing: 16 years ago, yes, I was an entrepreneur, but I was struggling. I was negative $1,100 in my bank account, $70,000 in debt, and just trying to be successful. And guess what? It took me a little bit to find something like this, what you're about to see right now. It took me from being, negative in my bank account to making a very significant amount of money. And my results aren't typical, but the thing is right now is in the next 90 days is what we do in the next 90 days is going to determine what our future is going to look like. And that's not just some cliche thing I'm throwing out there. And so there's 4 ways that we make our money. We make our money as an employee or self-employed, a business owner, or as an investor. And so for most of us, we have a job, and some of us are furloughed, some of us are laid off, some of us maybe still have a job. That's good. But the thing is we're limited on that job. Okay, and a lot of people, what they do is they might start a business, but they're limited on that business, or they're limited on time because they can only see so many patients or cut so many people's hair. They can prepare so many taxes. They can only try so many cases if they're a lawyer or something, right? They're self-employed. So that left side of the quadrant is very limiting, okay? So this is a great time to be thinking about, okay, how can I get on the right side of the quadrant? This is called the cash flow quadrant, by the way. How do I own a system? How do I plug into a team? How can I leverage myself to where I can make money whether I'm working or not? And then eventually, we'll get our money's working for us, as an investor. Okay. But for this specific webinar right now, I'm just talking about plugging into a system and a team that you can leverage what's happening right now. Well, travel's taking a big hit. Okay, but how big is travel? Look how big it is. It's $8.1 trillion. Look how much bigger it is compared to oil and gas, computers, automobiles, wellness, and even Hollywood. It's huge. Even if it took half, still 4 trillion, still bigger than every industry in the world. And guess what's going to happen over the next 90 days or so? Everybody's going to want to get the heck out. Everybody's going to want to travel. And guess what? You can capitalize on what's about to happen